With this video, we will be doing Benzino breaks down rap Elvis, and if you want to help this channel and the content that we're making, please help support our merchandise. The link is in the description. If you didn't hit the like button, make sure you hit the like button. Try and get the channel to grow, and the only way we're going to do this if you like, share, and comment on the content. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Let's go! Chi, get the yayo.
Get the yayo.
Let's get right to it, man.
Let's get right
what
to
the
it.
hell reignited the beef with M, man?
Right.
What made you
Great
go so
question.
hard? Everybody's shocked
I'm
right
saying
now.
I wish I could tell you. I don't know. The only thing I can think of is that 2 days prior of him releasing Doomsday 2, I had did the Adam 22 interview. And, you know,
Doomsday
of course,
2.
people would understand, like, I don't go in there and tell him, like, make sure you talk about the Eminem thing. Like, every interview I do, Eminem comes up 22 years later. Still. I mean, it just doesn't stop.
He sound like he tired of it. You know what I'm saying?
It's almost sound like Dame Dash when he get like even like 20-some years. I still ask me about Jay-Z. You know what stuff I did after Jay-Z, but every time I come here, you ask me about Jay-Z. But that was just the biggest thing that happened in his life, and that's what people are the most interested that happened in his life. And the most interesting thing that happened in his life is the beef with Eminem and Source Magazine and his daughter Corla Ray. So anytime he have an interview, you gonna ask about Eminem, Source, and Corla Ray. There's nothing else to talk to you about, or Love and Hip Hop. What else? Or being
circle the highlights.
Or you're not really having no money like that. What else is there to talk about?
And those are the visible highlights.
Facts.
Now, you know, I'm never the one to be like, I don't want to talk about that. Yeah, let's talk. Let's talk. So, you know.
If you're not going to talk about Eminem, there's no reason to have you on our show.
Right.
He should know that.
That's what they want to talk about.
There's no reason to have you there.
They ask me the questions. I answer the questions. And
these people invite you to their show to talk about Eminem.
Talk about Eminem.
Facts.
They usually stay on the topic for a little while. So we're talking about all kind of shit. You know, I don't think that this particular interview with Adam, because I didn't know what to expect.
I didn't even know he was on Adam 22 No
I think
Jumper.
Adam was going harder on Eminem more than I was.
Oh, shit.
And because I was just in the mindset, like, ain't no more beef. I mean, that shit was years ago. I'm 58. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and surely
I know he's 58.
ain't no more.
He holding up.
You know, wax beef or musical beef, and that's where I was with it. And then shit. But there was other things said that maybe M could still take offense to. It wasn't nothing. I just didn't hear nothing crazy in there because I'm not on that no more with him.
Right.
You actually asked him to do a record, right?
Nah, well, you know what? I think he asked me People would ask me would I ever do a song with Eminem. Of course I would. Why wouldn't I?
Of course.
Absolutely. Like,
The money there.
you know what I'm saying? Not only the money there, but shit, I would be able, you know, like people don't realize, like I've done collabos with some of the best of them, like Raekwon. I spit a hot verse with Ray and them, because Ray and them is just not gonna spit just because you Benzino. Like, you gotta spit some shit. Them niggas are serious about their craft. But Nas, I've worked with a lot of great ones, so it's like, why not work with Eminem? You know what I'm saying?
Right. So,
And that makes sense. Like, why would you work with Eminem? Because even though they had wax on beef, it never was real, like, we colliding to each other, and it was real beef. You know what I'm saying?
He didn't get shot or stabbed by him, you know what I'm saying? His words.
It remind me of the 50 Cent and Fat Joe beef over Piggy Bank. You remember when the Ja Rule beef?
Yeah.
And then Fat Joe got involved in it because he was on the song with Ja Rule, New York. But 50 Cent and him ended that beef. And a lot of people ended beef and doing songs. Even Rick Ross and Jeezy. We seen that more and more. Meek and Drake, more and more people are just watching the beef and just making a song. So that would be a dope song, because ever since I knew, for like the last 15-20 years, it seemed like these two had a problem with each other. So it would be great if they had to do a song together and everybody just get past it and move on.
Yeah, it would be great. It would be something
that would be big for hip hop.
Big for hip hop.
Yes.
take us through your mind, because a lot of people are sitting here like, how is Benzino spitting this shit? Like, what the hell is going on? What's your mindset like entering this? And were you like, yo, is this like, this might be the last diss record I put out? Let me just go extra hard right now.
No, I'm just hungry. You know what I'm I'm saying? Like
at 58.
Last time we was fighting,
I'm
I was
hungry.
a multi-millionaire. We was beefing.
Yeah, fact.
Trading it back. And when I say beefing, it's rap beef. It really is.
Yeah.
Real street beef, man. People. There's a
I was
lot
just
of
saying
hard-
that.
Yeah, this is tough.
This isn't that.
Yeah.
And I treat this like that. Now,
Right.
what I can say is back then I was a lot more emotional. It took things more personal.
Right.
And now it's not like that. Like, it's funny because growing up in Boston and having the group, being in rap groups, Almighty RSO, that's all we did was battle people. Like, battling, block parties, that was all a part of hip-hop.
Yeah.
And a major part of hip-hop.
Yeah, always.
And, you know, shit, like, to me, there's nothing like hip-hop on the outside.
Right.
When you can listen to some big-ass speakers on the outside and it's just like raw hip-hop, that vibe is just the illest vibe.
It's different.
Yeah,
You could
different.
ever get. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to.
Ain't nothing like that. It's a nice hot day. They got the speakers out. You know what I'm saying? The water hydrants pumped and the water spraying out of it. And everybody just chilling. No violence. It's just a good time. So I get exactly what he's saying.
Yeah, freeze cups and whatnot.
It's the essence. It's the essence of hip hop. Battling.
That's what it is.
It's always the essence of
The
hip hop.
energy.
Yeah, facts.
It's hard to have outside events now. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
But
Too
it's
much
the
violence.
truth. Like I just, you know, I always was nice, and the people I was around was always nice. And you don't understand. Like, I don't go in the studio by myself. You know what I'm saying? Like I've done that. But for this, you know what I'm saying, I gotta bring my niggas with me and motivation and bounce shit off of each other and whatnot. Because number one, I've always been in groups. And I've always been in studio sessions where it was a gang of niggas. So when it's time to write a verse, there's always somebody there to get a line. There's always someone there to get a, you know what I'm saying, a verse. So you know what I mean? That's what's dope about hip hop. Like you know what I mean? Now that doesn't mean that sometimes I can go in there and I want to write, but you know, where I'm at in my life right now, I still love hip hop and I'm hungry. You know what I'm saying? I'm hungry.
Right.
And the Eminem thing was just the opportunity to show the world, you know, like, look, man, I've been doing this. Not talking arrogant or nothing, but I've been doing this for a long time. I think my skills and my music got overlooked because of the Eminem and his crazy ass fans, you know.
It's crazy.
Something.
Yo, I like the fact that he's doing this interview and breaking everything down. I get a lot of what he's saying. He's saying when he go to the studio, that he go with other people and they bounce ideas off each other. That's what a lot of musicians do. Just to think back, before, like with the Snoop Dogg, the Dr. Dre days, there was always a bunch of them in the studio. Say it like this, say this better. I think it would sound better if you do it this way. So it's always been like that since the beginning of hip hop. Still sharpening still, as I was saying, and I don't see nothing wrong with that. I remember even when State Property was around, they all used to write together and give a line here and there because you're all artists and you might have writer's block. You might have like 4 bars and be like, damn, I can't think of it. You'll use this line and then you might, you know what I'm saying, keep going.
And not only the energy and the creativity, but you're gonna have the most honest people around you.
Yeah.
Like somebody gonna tell you, nah, you don't need that line. That's trash.
That's trash, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Don't put
Somebody
that in
gonna
there.
be like, nah, that's fire. I don't
Leave
care.
that.
Because it'll be times when you're in the studio where you might think something,
that ain't it.
Nah, that's it.
Yeah,
that's it. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So it's a great idea to have people you trust.
Yeah, it's even like this when we picking videos. Sometimes I'd be like, yo, should we do this video right here? You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to bounce ideas off other people. You know what you're thinking, but let me bounce this idea off somebody else and see what they think about it. Especially somebody you trust. You know?
Real talk.
We were talking about off camera was how you were saying that you feel like, and correct me if I'm wrong, but that you feel like more battle rappers should go at Eminem because he's a battle rapper that hasn't really been in the field in a minute like that.
There's something about, I need to know what is it. And I don't want to hear this, no, man, like why and I'm going to say this. Why are niggas scared to go with Eminem? Why not just because I watch these battle rappers, man, I sit there in awe. I get goosebumps sometimes. And I was saying how the battle rapping part of hip hop is the most serious part of hip hop. The most serious, you know what I'm saying? Like that's the part where they don't really play around with it.
Right.
You know, battle rappers, lyricists, I notice, are very serious with that. They do not play games with that.
Yeah,
like they take that personal. Everything is personal. It's controlled emotion, but you have to take it personal because that's what hypes you up to go back. So, and you want to hit them just as hard personal. So, you know, there's a major respect for battle rappers, and I'm still.
I rock with battle rap.
Trying to figure out why is it those battle rapping events like the Smacks and all the URLs on a bigger platform and more organized, just like how the UFC is.
Still,
where I definitely know these guys and they're from different parts of the country, and like I'm still waiting for that. Right. And salute to Smack in there because they've been doing it and they created the lane, and it's like for real. Like I'll go on YouTube and just get lost in that motherfucker for like 3, 4, 5 hours. And I don't do that with nothing other than cooking shows. Right. Like I don't binge watch.
I don't watch no cooking shows.
I do from time to time.
Do you?
Who's your top 5 battlers?
Man, look. Let me tell you what.
Right.
I think we having sometimes you just want something different, a variety.
Yeah.
And if you figure out how to whip something up, you know what I mean, that you could have in the bag, you know what I'm saying? It's good, you know what I mean? Hey, shorty, try this, you know what I mean?
Nah, that's why I keep a little bad little joint around. She could be in the kitchen cooking.
You know what I mean? But sometimes you want to be like, try that.
It's like certain things I don't do when a female around. I don't cook when a female around, and I don't roll up lunch when females around. Like, I just don't do it. And I don't do no laundry.
Straight up.
In no order, all right? In no order. I always like On P. Okay. Y'all know On P?
Okay, yeah. Bronx.
I always like On P. I mean, Ness is like, see, to me, Ness is like a double threat because Ness will beat your ass right there. You know
and
what I'm
performing.
Like, niggas who get, like, niggas be really scared of Ness. Like, he's super fucking lyrical, but niggas be scared of Ness too. You know what I'm saying?
Talking about Ness Lee.
Yeah, Ness Lee.
Ness Lee.
Yeah.
Sure.
And my man from Jersey, man.
Arson?
Awesome.
Yeah, Arsenal, yeah.
He's nasty.
He's trash.
He's nasty.
Yeah.
The kid with the glasses from Philly.
The people he's mentioning, they not even like that in battle rap to me. You know what I'm saying? Like Enes, Onp, who else did he say? Arsenal.
Well, he said Nestle, but I hear what you're saying.
He's talking about Enes from Making the Band.
That's who I thought he was talking about.
That is who he talking about. Enes from Making the Band. He still be rap battling and stuff. So I just think that's crazy, and how he was saying like Eminem, how they should call Eminem out to rap battle. It's like a different age in rap battle. What Eminem was doing in that rap battle era and what they're doing in this rap battle era is two completely different things. It's more like you're going directly at your opponent and you're talking about everything, breaking them all the way down, schemes and all that. Before it was just you were just making up rhymes that you would like. You'll battle somebody with these raps, and then an hour later battle somebody else with the same exact raps. You just spit. You know what I'm saying? But now it's geared towards each person that you face, so it's completely different. Not saying Eminem can't do it, but the game has changed, and people don't feel like why call out Eminem to come in a rap battle. He's one of the biggest people in hip hop. The biggest person we had that came from hip hop to rap battle was Joe Buttons. So the bigger artists don't even come down.
They didn't even think about it.
So why would Eminem come off his mountain to come all the way down here? It wouldn't make sense for him. It's not he could gain, he could only lose. Like if he beat the battler, we expected you to beat him. If you lost to this guy, it says a lot.
Yeah, it says a lot.
Light skinned slim dude. Was that Charlie? Was Charlie Clips? Who's
Charlie Clips, that's my guy.
Charlie Clips more heavy.
Harlem.
Okay, no.
He's the one on Wildin' Out with
Harlem.
No. I forgot his name. I don't know if he's tall, but this nigga is I love this nigga.
Charlie
Clips. He reminds you of a Spanish nigga, slim nigga. I thought he was from Philly.
Bill Collector?
Nope. I know his name when you say it. He wears glasses sometimes.
John the Don? He from out here.
That's the only one with glasses, probably John the Don.
He light skinned with glasses?
No.
Fat?
Hollow the Don?
Yeah, for sure.
You talking about Hollow? You talking about Hollow the Don?
And
I bet you. Somebody say Hollow.
And also, I'm gonna give it up. You know, I'm gonna give it up to Lady Luck too. Believe it or not.
Word. Big Jersey.
Because a lot of people don't understand. Like Lady Luck, right? To be honest with you, listen. Female hip hop is blue.
You know about Lady Luck?
I heard some.
Lady Luck beat Remy Ma in a battle. Well, no, let me rephrase that. Remy Ma beat her, but her biggest battle she was known for, she battled Remy Martin. So that's another big, because when Remy Ma battled her, Remy Ma was just coming off like lean back, and during that era, Remy Ma. Yeah. So it was big for her to come down there and battle Lady Luck. Remy Ma did her thing, but it was a classic battle. We'll watch it later, but you definitely want to check that out.
That stick out.
Yeah.
Blowing up right now, but it's the provocative, nasty hip hop.
Right.
Lady Luck spits with the best of them.
So I got a question for you, right? So a lot of times when you hear like people talk about like Ether and Takeover, you hear rappers.
That's my number one song of all time.
Which one?
Ether.
Ether, of
Of
course.
all time.
Okay.
Of course.
Beat and rhyme of all time.
So
Definitely.
that Jay-Z versus Nas battle, who won that?
Nas.
I
Nah,
agree.
it's hands
By
down.
long
Everyone
shot.
says that.
Tell him that.
I'm talking.
I
I'm talking by a few football fields.
I was good. Why are you pointing at me?
We love Jay, but nah.
We love Jay. Nas destroyed Jay in that battle. It wasn't even close. And not only do I remember that battle where Nas destroyed Jay-Z, they both dropped albums at the same time. Nas' album had that the song he was spitting on it when he rewinded the song all the way backwards. He had the song One Mic on there, and he had that song Got Yourself a Gun. That was a classic album. You just press play on that album and just let it ride. It was a classic album. And Jay-Z put an album out that time. I can't remember which album it was, but it wasn't better than Nas' album. But Nas didn't have the marketing and all the stuff that Jay-Z had. That's why Jay-Z survived it. But Nas won that. We all know that.
That was a vicious battle.
Yes,
man.
it was. Ether was. That was. I
That's
remember when that dropped.
Don't nobody forget about.
Yeah, I remember that joint was on Funk Master Flex. He was dropping the bombs on it.
And then Jay had Blueprint 2 out.
Yeah. That probably was an album Blueprint 2. It wasn't better than that Nas album. What's that Nas album? What was it called? Do you not remember?
I can't remember the name right now.
It's a classic.
But I know what you're talking about.
Classic.
Ether, that one song so far will go down in history as one of the greatest, if not the greatest, diss song of all time. If you listen to his cadence song, that like Nas, like that up until then, niggas didn't hear that out of Nas. Nas sound like Godfather when he wrote, when he rapped that. Like, I mean, Untouchable, Scarface.
And when Nas wrote that, I wouldn't be surprised if Nas had his guys from Queens with him when he wrote that, and people giving him ideas. Right. You feel what I'm saying? He's the one that's jotting it all down. But yo, you should talk about this. You should talk about that. I don't think he was just in the studio with a beat. And
just a beat
note,
running
and a notepad and pen. I'm just in there by myself, and no one's talking to me. No one's sharing ideas with me. Because it was too much in there. If Nas did do that, I wouldn't be surprised, and I wouldn't be surprised if people was in there and he was brainstorming with other people to give us that masterpiece that he gave us. Because actually, that song that we heard was actually the watered down version of that song. The original song, when they heard it, his label heard it. They said you gotta tone this down. So the first version was way more vicious. That was the watered down version. But it's crazy though. That's history in hip hop.
It's a handful of MCs that even want to grab a quill when it comes to Nas.
Nas is like one of the greatest. Like Nas' pen is up there with Eminem pen. Like you know what I'm saying? That's one of some of the greatest pens to ever do it.
Period. Point blank.
Facts.
He just. Like I listened to that shit and Ron Browse, that beat was, you got to give Ron Browse all
that's
the
who
credit.
did that, Ron Browse? Okay.
Do you believe Steve Stout when he went on Drink Champs and he said that
I know Steve really well too.
The first version wasn't what we heard. And
so you saying what I said? I be knowing my ish.
And like help him all night before the album came out. You believe that?
I don't see that. I know Steve. Steve's great in other things, advertisement, business, hip hop, and rapping. No. So I don't see that. But we live in the days where everybody wants to. So pop your shit, Steve. You know what I'm saying?
So to my point, right? That battle was so big.
There was a second version of the song. The guy wasn't lying. People even heard the second version. So it was definitely a first version and a second version. He don't believe Steve Stout, but I definitely believe Steve Stout. There's a whole documentary out on the whole thing. I'm not sure if he's seen it, but there's a documentary about all of that on YouTube right now.
Yeah,
facts.
And a lot of these big battles, you sit down and you hear rappers talk about their perspective of what happened. You even heard Jay-Z's perspective, like my mom really apologized after Super Ugly and stuff like that. What I really want to know is when you and Eminem were going.
I don't care what nobody say. Super Ugly was super trash. Jay-Z should never release that song. That was I hated it. The beat. I hated everything about that song. You liked it?
It was alright. I wouldn't say it was one of my faves from Jay-Z, but like trash is kind of hard. But
you comparing it to Ether. This was a response to Ether.
If you compare it to Ether,
it was a response to Ether. Like it was a battle.
Yeah,
he dropped Ether. He dropped Super Ugly. It wasn't. It was trash.
It's different. Then.
It's trash. It's like,
based off that Matrix, then
it was trash.
Just as a whole,
First
it was trash.
And he he dropped that record that we all heard growing up. What was your response? Was you on Goon Time?
Like my thing, strictly Goon Time. Like I just was like,
Goon Time.
You know what I mean?
My
Honestly,
Boston
like,
is.
let me be honest, and let's make it clear. Like I didn't grow up a lyricist. I grew up loving hip hop. Loving hip hop, loving hip hop, and I started out as a DJ. I started making beats. You know, so these rapping and everything. But I had other guys in my group, Made Man, RSO, Wise Guys.
I remember Made Man. You remember Made Man?
Really spitters. I'm putting everything together. I'm the money nigga. I'm putting everything together. I'm really serious on the beats than I am. Like if y'all listen to Stillmatic, Nas's first album, me 2 times, Rest in Peace, JB. That's our red. Like we produced that for him. It's the intro. Heart of a Lion. Dun, dun, dun.
Intro?
Yeah, that's our shit. Yeah, that's Hangman 3.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fire.
That's one of the best intros of all time.
Word.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
But the thing with that, we didn't get paid because we used the whole sample, like the Stacey Lattisaw, Let Me Be an Angel sample. Then they took all the publishing. But yeah, that's our
That's
shit.
how that goes.
So we all.
Because you put a song out, sound like you put a song out without even getting permission from them to even
You
use that
just roughed
sample.
them.
Yeah, you just took it, put it out, and when you do that, people bend you over no Vaseline because you stole my stuff and you didn't even ask.
You could have asked me, and it probably would have went different.
Yeah.
But
since you didn't, I'm gonna take all of that publishing, or you can just choose to not put the song out at all.
yeah, it's like the difference between having your masters or having slaves.
Yeah, it's a big difference. But my brother was a big fan of Benzino. That's why I know who Made Man was, and that's how I knew who Benzino was as a rapper. But to me, his music never resonated. I gave him more than one time. I listened to like probably 5, 6 of his songs. It never resonated with me at all.
Real talk.
We also did Prodigies and Noris on HNIC.
HNIC.
You know, that's our joint too on that.
Okay, I ain't
Like
know
we
that.
produced for a lot of people. We got
Definitely.
a couple of placements, but so I wasn't necessarily like the rapper's rapper. You know, I could say I'm with a group, so shit, I don't have to super shine because I got other niggas shining. I can say my couple of things look good. You know what I'm saying? And
He was trying to do the Birdman. You know what I'm saying? Birdman.
Be around.
Just be around. Y'all be the rappers. I'm gonna spit a line here and there. I'm a Kirk Franklin on the beat.
Yeah.
And try to get away with that.
Family.
I'm straight. So even within the group, when the other guys left me in the Made Men because they decided they didn't want to be in it no more, and I had to go solo. I went and made Bang to this, and I got a album deal on Motown, and that to me like as a solo artist, and that tripped me the fuck out because I could never see myself like as a solo artist. I didn't think I had enough rhymes to be a solo artist. So I just, not that I didn't believe in myself, but I knew my strengths and my weaknesses.
Right.
And my thing is like, damn, I was so disappointed and upset of them leaving that I said, man, fuck that. And we went and made the beat again. I had some violin players coming, I had opera singer coming, and my influence was Mobb Deep, Havoc, P. Like around that time, I was heavily influenced with Mobb Deep.
Rest in peace, P.
I went in there and I killed that
Prodigy.
shit. And that was the first song that Funk Master Flex was throwing bombs over. I damn near was, man, I'm a cancer, so I get emotional.
Yo, before if Funk Flex threw a bomb on your record, that said a lot about your record. Not so much now, but in this era that he was talking about, people wanted that bomb more than anything. They wanted to be on Hot 97. They wanted that bomb because I was really saying that, yo, this record's about to take off.
Yeah, it was saying
It was that
everything.
stamp.
Everything.
It was a stamp. Boom. It's like in that era of hip hop, you needed that stamp from somebody. You know what I'm saying? And if Funk Flex put a stamp on you, you was good to go.
Good to go.
Emotional. And I got super emotional because no way somebody could have told me that I would have a solo song and people would be loving it like that. So since then it was like, okay, I could fuck with this.
Right.
I could do my little one. I did a song with Pac in the studio. I've rapped with the best of them. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on, MJ. I know you want.
And that'd be crazy. There'd be a lot of artists that fall in like that. You know what I'm saying? That's not really rappers that end up getting them solo deals and can't believe where they took off from. Just give you an example like Lil Baby. Lil Baby was never an artist like that. He just was around the artists gambling and selling the weed and stuff. Then because of the lifestyle he was living, it was like, yo, you should try to record. And he got Gunna to write his first couple of songs, and after that, he started doing his own thing. But it just let you know, like him, and just people just fall into that position, which be crazy. I look at it like crazy because it's people that chase a dream their whole life and never get close to it. And there be people like him that just fall into it by mistake and have some success. To me, he didn't have a lot of success, but he has more success than a lot of artists.
True.
Facts.
Break that down.
Yeah, so
That's a
what
big
happened
difference.
with you
Yeah,
in the studio?
and you know that's true because he came out probably 25 years ago, 20 years ago, and he's still being talked about today. So that says something about what he did.
And even the fact that he's
hip-hop.
able to say something and it still make it resonate enough that we're where we are right now talking about it.
Yeah, fact.
Because some people can say something and it not even matter.
No one cares.
Because we have a lot of talks about Tupac up here. Tupac's my favorite rapper of all time.
Dang, they got the old house phone. Oh, that's his
What
cell
is Pac
phone.
like in real life, real time?
That's how you know he an old head.
He got the house ring on him.
That's how you know. Look at his face. He like, damn, man, I'm showing my age right now. I thought it was really a house phone.
I thought so too for a second. I was like, damn.
I thought it was a studio phone. I thought it was probably a phone in their studio or something.
That's
Look
hard.
at his face tell you it all. Like, oh man, he's embarrassed.
This is Yuck
We need to
mouth.
get that.
I got 5.
No, yeah. So, Yuck, what up?
Yuck, what up, man? What up, Yuck? Come on, Yuck. Come on, Yuck, man. Why they bothering me, man? Come on, Yuck. Why they bothering me? I ain't bothering nobody. You know what I'm saying? Man, hey, listen, Yuck, I got 2 more in the chamber for his ass now. He better come on. For real.
He said he got two more in the chamber for him. And that goes back to what he was saying earlier when he said he was hungry. He already dropped 2 of them back to back and say, yo, I still got 2 more. That's my definition of hunger.
Yeah.
I'm hungry. My ribs is touching.
Ribs is touching.
He said he better leave you alone.
My nigga? I love you more, nigga. I appreciate this, bro.
Right.
I'm right in the middle of doing this podcast. I love you, my nigga. I will.
Word.
That's how you are here. That's how you know you are here making the noise when the streets start calling your phone. Like, yo, salute, keep doing your thing. You know what I'm saying?
Real quick. Yeah.
You going at a heavyweight. It's like right now he battling Tyson. People expect you to get knocked out in the first round.
Yeah.
So people saying
Still
salute.
standing.
You still
Yeah.
breathing.
Real talk.
It's love.
Yuck mouth.
That's what's up.
Everyone's impressed with Benzino did. Whether Ghost Riders, everyone's impressed. No one expected that from him, and you gotta, like he said, salute him to that because we hip hop fans. We just like good music. He's doing good with the music right now, so that's what it's all about. We're not picking a side. We know it's not real beef with them. Like, let's keep it real. It's not no real beef. They're just making songs, and we like songs.
When it really comes down to it, you gotta give credit where credit's due.
Yeah.
If he was in the ring and got his head boxed off, he was saying something.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I mean? So you gotta give him his credit.
Cause he's willing to step in the ring with one of the GOATs. We just was saying, this is one of the best pens that ever picked up a pen, and you're going at him. It's like stepping into the ring with Mike Tyson in his prime. If you stepped into the ring with Mike Tyson at that time, we gotta salute you because we know what he's probably about.
You're not gonna make it to the commercial. You're gonna see the whole fight on the channel on the news.
Yeah, the news clip, like facts. So yo, salute to him for even taking that chance. Cause like he said, a lot of people are terrified of Eminem. They're shaking in their boots of Eminem.
And he raised a good point when he said, you know, it surprises me that you don't see more MCs going at him.
He's on battle rappers.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
that's real talk though. That you like, I hear what you were saying, but at his point, like you ain't seen nobody throw a punch.
They was all scared of him. The battle rappers, the industry rappers. There was one time when people was scared to mention Eminem. You remember this?
Yeah, I remember.
It's like
I remember.
It was like people were scared of Suge Knight. And they were scared to say something about Eminem as far as a rap. You feel what I'm saying? It was really like that.
Anything was liable to be said.
And I think that served a lot of point why Eminem had to go at the people that he went at because nobody would actually go at him.
Yeah.
He knew nobody would go at him. We all knew nobody would go at him. It was like career suicide.
Real talk.
So, alright.
Don't quote me. A Rap Grid original.
Straight TV. Let's get it.
It's Lamar Wilson here representing Ghetto Action News Network _ all lowercases.
No spaces.
You can find us on Facebook, and when you do, follow the page, like the page, share the page, and come on back. We're going to get right into this Rap Grid. Benzino breaks down Rap Elvis, names his top battle rappers, and says Ether is the greatest diss. I thought this was a great interview they had with him.
Me too.
They really got to hear his perspective, and I thought it was cool how they moved around the interview and kind of touched on how he thought about everything and just really share his thoughts and opinions, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I like where we came from in this interview. I thought it was a lot of fun to watch. What do you think about this one?
I think it was dope that he actually did this interview and he actually said how the song came about. Because people was running with this narrative that Cassidy wrote that song. I'm a hip hop fan. I know Cassidy had nothing to do with that at all. I know all Cassidy cadences. I listened to Cassidy when he was hot, so I knew Cassidy had nothing to do with that song. So I'm glad that he came out actually said it was me and some of my friends that helped put the song together. Because everyone was saying it was ghostwriters. They were trying to make it seem like this man didn't have nothing to do with this song at all.
Right.
And I was glad that he actually came and said I was involved in the song. I got everything that he said, that I was in the studio with my guys. And we was bouncing ideas off each other. And that's how a lot of music is created with multiple people in the studio. I just know how the music industry is and how it goes are actually getting a song. I'll give you an example. Even Lil Durk said, I like when my guys in the studio and when I'm rapping, they nod in their head because these are street guys. And if I got street guys nodding their head to my song,
you're saying something.
I know when they get in the streets, they're gonna rock with it. So people be needing them little indicators, and I think it was dope that he actually got up here, cleared the air. Because to me, this is like history. This was big. Everyone's wondering what's going on right now. Everybody was wondering about that song. Did he write it? Did he not write it? And he came out and just cleared it up. And I like the way that he cleared it up. He didn't try to lie and say, no, I did it all by myself. I was just in the studio, just me, a beat, a notepad, and a pen. So he's a real one for that. I like the fact that he's 58 and he's still out here doing this thing. He's looking young. Yeah. He's trying to stay young in the game. And at 58, he's still saying that he's hungry. But I know people that's 28 that's not hungry. So shouts out to him. It says definitely a lot. This was a good interview. I can't wait to see what else come out of this Benzino Eminem beef. Definitely hope Eminem respond. You feel what I'm saying?
Indeed.
Definitely hope he respond. This is good for hip hop 2024. It's like it's been a great year for hip hop, and we want to just keep seeing it go on. But until then, it's your boy Trey TV, and I'm out.